People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, right now I'm going to talk about I'm going to continue on the case regarding the taxi man, who by the name of Bobby Nile, right? And the incident he had with the JUTC driver. And then the following morning, we had a brother by the name of Mikhail, who ending up drop out for doing nothing at all, right? Now, the police have come out and made some statements, some shocking statements, if you ask me. Because the police are saying that based on their investigation, there is no connection between the incident with Bobby Nile and the JUTC drivers. I'm going to let you listen to the senior policeman. I think his name is Fitz Bailey. I'm going to let you listen to what he says, then I'll come back to you and finish off the rest of my commentary and explain to you why the Jamaican people in 2019 still find it hard to take the JCF seriously. So listen up.
So there is no linkage between both based on our investigation, and the messages that are being sent on social media, I just believe that it's a deliberate attempt to create panic and just being mischievous.
So what is the theory if there is no link? What is the theory that is emerging from your investigations?
We are aware that there was a dispute between the taxi driver and the JUTC worker, which led to the taxi driver being killed. And then, later in the afternoon, we had that person who is as was said, is a mechanic or an engineer working with JUTC. Mm-hmm. We are unable to make any connection.
So there you have it, people. The police are saying there is no link between Bobby Nile's incident and the Mikhail incident. Now I'm going to tell you why this is very problematic. And then I'm going to tell you why I think the JCF is covering up the real information. Because this is a cover-up, right? Because they cannot be this incompetent, right? So what Fitz Bailey wants us to believe is that the incident go down with Bobby Nile, right? And then shortly afterwards, the word start go around the streets that JUTC driver are going to drop out for what happened to Bobby Nile, right? And then it just so happened that the very next morning, right, Mikhail end up drop out, right? And the other JUTC drivers who did hear the word in the street, right, and people who come from certain places, especially the places where the man them come from, who took out Mikhail, know that was the plan, right? Of all this information, right, people on the street have this information, but the police force, especially the senior officers, don't have it. They can't make any link between Bobby Nile and Mikhail. They're trying to tell us this is some kind of coincidence. People, this cannot be incompetence. It cannot be incompetence. What we have to look at is the fact that the JCF might be trying to cover up the real cause behind what happened, or the real motive behind what happened to Mikhail. You see, because what you have to understand, people, is not a good look. When you have a government-owned bus company, and you have the staff from that company afraid to work because them here say, man out there, I look for them to do them things. It reflects poorly on the government. It reflects poorly on the police force. It makes them look incompetent. It makes them look useless, and it causes the public to lose faith in them. So they need to convince the people that, listen, no man, there is no connection here. This is just coincidence. They need to convince the people of Jamaica that, and the JUTC workers them that. But the problem is, the people them smarter than them. This is not 1970s, 1980s when information was very limited. And if you wanted to hear what was going on, you had to turn on your little radio and spin through different channels. Information is out there. This is why the Prime Minister come out and said people were causing public mischief, because people were passing on the word that was coming directly from the streets. The warning came out the night before, that things are going to happen to JUTC drivers, and the man they made good on their promise. Right? So, because they want the public to feel assured that no, JUTC drivers are not under any kind of pressure. Right? And they don't want the public to panic, because they need people to turn up to work and turn up to the bus station and think that bus is going to come. And if the JUTC drivers feel something might happen to them, that bus won't be coming. Right? So this is not a case of total incompetence. In my opinion, this is more a case of a cover-up. Because the first question you have to ask is this, people. How can Fitzbailey and the police force be able to tell us there is no link when they haven't even made a single arrest so far? Are you listening to me, people? My loyal subscribers and viewers? That's the first question we need to ask Fitzbailey. How can you say there is no link when you have not made a single arrest? This is for Mikhail, by the way, not the bus driver who did the night with Bobby Nile. I'm talking about the man who take out Mikhail. In order for you to know that there is no link, you have to first catch the man them who take out Mikhail, and then you have to then say, okay, well, these men, based on our research and everything we gathered, don't know nothing about Bobby Nile, never hear about Bobby Nile in life, so they couldn't have taken him out in retaliation. Couldn't have taken out Mikhail in retaliation. And even then, that would be very difficult to prove, because I can always tell you I don't know Bobby Nile, but he could be my very good school friend. He could be somebody who made us know through somebody else. How can you possibly prove that? Somebody help me out. Do I have any subscribers who are detectives who work in that field? Please tell me, how could you know in one day that there is no link between Bobby Nile and Mikhail and the man who go take out Mikhail? How could you possibly know that without having the man them who take out Mikhail in your custody? There's no way they can come to that conclusion. And I don't think, I know people over the years have said, oh, police incompetent and police this and police that. I don't think this is what is happening here. I think this is just a good old-fashioned case of a police cover-up. Because it looked too bad. It looked real bad. JUTC drivers were having to rely on other 87s to watch them head back. How can you look at your workers in their face when that is what's happening? How can you make people feel confidence in you? Remember, a government, an economy, a society runs on confidence. In order for it to work effectively, you must have confidence in the government, confidence in the security forces, confidence in the firemen, the doctors, the teachers. It all comes down to confidence. So what happened with Bobby Nile and then eventually leading to what happened to Mikhail, it causes people to lose confidence in the system. And this is why the Prime Minister first came out and he was saying, oh, you're going to go after people who are using social media to cause public mischief. Right? And now Fitzjackson is saying, well, there isn't even no link. So one is saying, well, all those things you were hearing was those people that try to give themselves trouble. Right? Just public mischief. And now the second one come out and say, and see, there isn't even no link. Now, I know my subscribers are not the kind of people to believe that. I know my subscribers don't believe this is a coincidence. Right? I don't even have to ask the question in the comment section. I know you don't believe that. Right? But I just want to show you how, even in 2019, politicians and security forces and senior officers, etc., still look at Jamaicans as a bunch of people in nonsense. Because it's the only way that come to the public and say this if you believe in nonsense. You must be sitting in a room with your other government officials and the other senior police officers and say, don't worry, man, we're going to come out tomorrow morning and tell them, say, there's no connection. And then they're going to work with it. You must really believe the people in nonsense to come out and say this. So there you have it, folks. According to the Jamaican police, the Jamaican Constabulary Force, and according to the politicians and the people who run and are supposed to secure this country, there is no link between Bobby Nile and what happened to Mikel. So right away, my long-time subscribers know what's coming next. You know what's coming next. It's time for me to put the unicorns out for sale again. Just in case there's any new people who might be interested in the unicorns. Because if you believe this story, that there's no link between the two incidents, then you're the kind of person that would buy unicorns. Alright, so just reach out to me to pick up a pair of them. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment and share the video. Bless up.